What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome to the very first top 10 tweaks for iOS 8. Yes, this jailbreak was rolled out pretty quickly, and it's kind of premature yet, I would say. There's a lot of bugs with the jailbreak itself, and a lot of tweaks within Cydia are not updated yet. I do have a list of tweaks that are compatible with iOS 8. The link is down in the description, and these are going to be 10 of my favorites out of that list, in which I think are definitely worthy of downloading right now. But if you guys want to know how to jailbreak, also I'll leave the links down in the description for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump into this. The first tweak I got for you guys is called Alkaline. As you guys can see, my battery has changed in the upper right there, and that's due to the tweak Alkaline. Alkaline allows you to add a different theme to your battery, which is really, really nice. And I do have these Zelda hearts for Alkaline theme, so this is kind of like a tweak and a theme addition. And I just like the way it looks. It's really, really nice looking, being able to switch between a couple of different themes to change the look of your battery is always nice. Again, that's called Alkaline. Next up, we have Zeppelin. Now, Zeppelin's been around for a very long time, but it's just a really nice tweak, being able to, change that stupid carrier logo to any logo, really, that you can find within Cydia is a very nice feature. So if we go ahead and jump into the settings here, I do have the add-on. It's called Pangu Team Zeppelin logos. So I like having that kind of Pangu or Pangu, however you say it, logo there instead of it saying AT&T, which is really annoying. But keep in mind that Zeppelin does come packed with a bunch of alternate logos itself. As you guys can see, there's Batman, Cloud, Beats by Dre, Dark Knight, Decepticons, Infinity, Nike. And what's really cool about Zeppelin is there's just a ton of add-ons within Cydia. I think there's something like 1,300 plus different packs that you can get, so it's definitely a really cool tweak, and it is free. Again, that's called Zeppelin. So if you get annoyed by the stupid volume HUD that pops up when you change your volume on your device, especially when you're watching videos, this is the perfect tweak for you. It's called Status HUD 2, and basically it shows your volume level in your status bar instead of that stupid HUD that pops up. As you guys can see, as I change my volume, you can see the indicator in the status bar, which is extremely nice. A very, very simple, cool free tweak. Again, that's called Status HUD 2. The next tweak I got for you guys is called Color Badges. Now, what this tweak does is it colorizes the badges on your app icons, and it actually kind of combines all of the colors of that app icon to make, kind of a general color that it should be. As you guys can see right there, the phone app there that I have 2 notifications on, the badge is green, and it's really simple, but it looks really good, especially if you have a ton of different badges. If we go in here to this folder, as you guys can see, Game Center, I have 7, and it decided, it kind of like, I don't know how it works really, but it works with themes. It just works. It'll kind of come up with its, whatever dominant color in the app icon, and that's what color it'll make the badge. Just a really, really cool, simple tweak that is, it's just kind of like a no-brainer, having the badge icons kind of match the colors of all of your app icons. Again, that's called Color Badges. Next up, we got a tweak that has actually been featured in a couple of my top iOS 7 videos, and that's called Dock Shift. As you guys can see, the dock that I have here is very, very different than normal. I think that the iOS 8 dock is just way too noticeable. It just pops out too much. I really like this kind of, very light, very seamless look. Allows you to see the wallpaper better. It just looks better. But the cool thing about Dock Shift is, if we go into the settings here, is it has a lot of different styles that you can choose from. I like using the milk glass clear, as you guys can see. But if we switch it, let's just do dark milk glass. And I'm not sure if this is going to require a respring or not. Yeah, it probably will. So I'm going to go ahead and just respring my device so you guys can see the switch here. So there is the dark milk glass, as you guys can see. It's a little bit more noticeable than the one I like to use, but still, I think that it being darker like that does look really, really good. And it's just really nice being able to switch the style of your dock if you don't like the one that comes with iOS 8. Again, that's called Dock Shift. So another thing that annoys me about iOS 8, and this was the same case in iOS 7, so this was always one of my go-to tweaks, is the animation speeds within iOS 7 and iOS 8, I felt was always a little too slow. It kind of actually limited me because I had to wait for the animation to finish before I could do anything else. So if you see, as I open up my folder, it's actually much quicker than how it is on stock iOS 8. And that's because of the tweak called No Slow Animations. If I scroll down here, So there you go, there's no slow animations, and it actually allows you to adjust the speed if you want it faster or slower. I like keeping it as fast as it goes, just because I like, you know, the fast animation. It doesn't limit, you know, how quickly I can move around my device, you know, by the animation. Again, that tweak is called No Slow Animations. Next up, we have another must-have tweak on your jailbroken iOS 8 device, and it's called CC Controls. As I swipe up on Control Center, as you can see, there is some additional toggles here, and CC Controls comes packed with a ton of different toggles. And I'm not kidding, I have them all enabled right now so you guys can see what they are. From respring to reboot to enter safe mode to power off your device to toggle on or off vibration, you know, ringer, all that. Everything you can think of, there's a toggle for. And the cool thing about it is you can adjust the arrangement within the settings. You can also change how many of the toggles are on per page. I have it set as the normal 5, but you can have it up to 6 or less if you want. Again, this is called CC Controls. So one of the new features with iOS 8 is the ability to use third-party keyboards. Now, I'm not the type to really even use them. I honestly haven't. I like using just the stock iOS keyboard. It's simple. It works the way I want it. I don't really care too much about swiping features or anything else along those lines. But one thing that I don't like is always having the light keyboard visible at all times, especially at night. I really don't like using the light keyboard at night. And this next tweak is free. It's called Blurred. And basically all it does is enable that dark keyboard within all applications at all times. Very, very simple tweak, and it's free. Again, that's called Blurred. Next up, we got a benchmark tweak, and yes, it's called Cylinder. This basically allows you to have animated page scrolling effects. I'm sure you guys have heard of this tweak. It's just definitely something you want on your device at all time. As you guys can see, I'm actually using 2 of the animations. One I believe is called stationary or stay or something like that, and then the other is fade, so that when I swipe from page to page, it just fades to the next apps. I really like the look of it. We can go ahead and back out here and go into Cylinder, go to Effects. Now the cool thing about Cylinder is you can combine different effects and you can save those formulas as your own custom animations. So this is what really sets it above and beyond Barrel. Plus, it's free. It doesn't get much better than that. So let's go ahead and let's disable these 2 that I have, and let's go ahead and do, I don't know, where's Curl and Roll Away? It's one of my favorites. Curl and Roll Away right there. So if we back out, and as you guys can see, as we switch to the next page, it does that really cool Curl and Roll Away animation. Again, this tweak is called Cylinder. So I'm sure you guys have been wondering how I've been able to hide the icon labels, the docked icon labels, and I actually have some other stuff hidden as well, and that is with the tweak. It's called Hide Me 7. As you guys can see, I have removed the date under the time on the lock screen. I really like that simple look, especially when it comes to the springboard, not having those icons on all the apps. Allows you to see the wallpaper better. And plus, if you know what the icon looks like, you know what the application is. You don't really need, you know, the name of it to explain what you're going into. And this is a free tweak as well. It's called Hide Me 7 Lite. I actually have the paid version, which is almost the same. So here's Hide Me 7, and this allows you to hide different elements of the lock screen, springboard, status bar, control center, and then there's about, and whenever you make any changes, you will have to respring your device. But like I said, I just really like the way that the springboard looks, not having those icon labels. It just really makes the wallpaper come out. And it's just, you know, very simple and a cool little tweak. Again, that's called Hide Me 7. So that's going to be it, guys. That's my top 10 tweaks for my freshly jailbroken iOS 8 device. These were kind of like my 10 go-to tweaks, I guess you could say. Of course, in time, a lot of stuff is going to be updated within Cydia, and there will be better stuff, but these are just 10 of my favorites that currently work with iOS 8. Now, if you guys want to see a complete list of all the tweaks that are compatible with iOS 8, I'll leave a link down in the description for that. Also, if you guys want to see more iOS 8 jailbreak tweak videos and coverage, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.